You know that feeling. Oh, you know it. You've done all the work, the back tests are just beautiful, you really believe in the logic, and then you set it live. And for weeks, or man, maybe even months, it's just nothing. Crickets. Your equity curve is flatter than a pancake, and every single day that little voice in the back of your head just gets a little bit louder, whispering, "This thing's broken, just turn it off."
And that right there, that's how most strategies actually die. It's not some big market crash that takes them out. No, it's us. The trader breaks. You finally give in, you hit the kill switch, and for a second, there's this wave of relief. But it doesn't last, does it? Because it's almost immediately followed by that absolute gut punch of regret when you check back in a week and see what you missed.
I am still angry about the last one I killed. Seriously, I was so convinced it was just busted. For 3 straight months, it did absolutely nothing but chop me around break even. The day I pulled the plug, I swear to you, not even a week later, it caught this monster trend that would have paid for the entire year. So why? Why does a system that is perfectly fine feel so incredibly broken?
Well, it's because the problem usually isn't the strategy at all. The problem is that nobody ever teaches us about the texture of the different phases a strategy has to live through. No one ever prepares you for this period called the long quiet.
See, every breakout strategy pretty much lives in 3 distinct phases. And the first one, phase 1, is consolidation. This is where it's going to spend most of its life. And its only job here, this is key, is to survive. It is not designed to print money yet. It's designed to wait and to defend your capital. That's it.
Then, eventually, you get phase 2, ignition. This is the spark. The market finally wakes up, the conditions are just right, and bam, the strategy finds its entry. It's usually a pretty brief phase, but it's the critical link.
And that ignition leads directly to phase 3, compounding. This is the big one. This is the trend, the massive run that makes all of that waiting totally worthwhile. This is where pretty much all of the profit for the year gets made. It's intense, it's fast, and honestly, it's often over before you even realize what happened.
And here's the kicker, the statistical reality of it all. A breakout strategy might spend 80, maybe even 90% of its time in that long, flat, boring period of consolidation. It's crazy, right? We buy the system for that explosive move at the very end, but we live day in and day out in that frustrating, go-nowhere flatline at the beginning.
And it feels so much worse than just being flat on the P&L. It's not about the small financial drawdown. That's not what breaks you. It's the psychological weight of it all. It's seeing zero progress day after day, combined with the constant nagging knowledge that you can just step in and fix it at any moment. Every single day becomes a brutal test of your discipline.
So this completely reframes the whole problem, doesn't it? A good system is built to survive the market, that's a given. The real question is, can it survive the user? Because during that long, quiet phase, the single biggest threat to that strategy's success is you. Okay, so if staring at a flat profit and loss curve is basically just a recipe for self-sabotage, then we are clearly watching the wrong signal. There has to be something else. What should we be watching instead to know if the system is actually healthy and doing its job?
We have to make a shift from a lagging indicator to a leading one. Profit, that's a lagging indicator. It only tells you what's already happened. It's like driving by looking in the rearview mirror. But the system's behavior, that's a leading indicator. It tells you if the system is healthy and ready to go for when that opportunity finally shows up.
And behaving correctly means you start asking a totally different set of questions. Not, is it making money, but is this system protecting my capital in this sideways chop? Is it taking its small planned losses exactly where it's supposed to? And maybe the most important one, is it sitting on its hands and refusing to chase garbage trades when there's no real edge? If the answer to those questions is yes, then the system isn't failing, not at all. It's passing the only test that matters.
Right. So survival isn't just about the account balance. It's about the system's integrity, its discipline. It has to survive bad markets, obviously. It has to survive random news events. But it also has to survive me, getting impatient and trying to help it along.
And look, this isn't just some abstract theory we're talking about. You can actually watch this entire framework play out right now in real time on a public live stream.
We're running a live stream of our Alpha Pulse AI on Gold. And I want to be super clear here. This is not a sales pitch. It just happens to be a perfect, live case study of a system navigating phase 1, right this very minute.
So if you go look at the stream, you'll see gold has been in a really tough sideways range lately. And because of that, the system's equity curve is, you guessed it,
Flat. It's defending capital, it's not forcing bad trades, it's doing everything on that behavioral checklist we just talked about. A few months ago, I would have seen that flat curve and my first instinct would be, it's broken. But when you look at it through this new lens, you realize a flat curve isn't failure. It's proof of discipline. It's passing the real test.
Wow. Okay. So that last system, the one I'm still mad about, the one I killed, it wasn't broken at all. It was just doing its job in phase 1. It was just sitting there, defending capital, waiting for the move. And I was the one who failed the test. I was the risk.
That realization, man, that changes everything. If any of this is hitting home for you, we actually built out that behavioral checklist into a guide to help you diagnose your own systems when they're in these quiet periods. You can grab it for free in our newsletter. It'll really help you tell the difference between a system that's patiently waiting and one that's actually broken. Because at the end of the day, surviving the long quiet, that's how you earn the right to be there